Hey, what's up? You're here with Jim Abernethy. Thanks so much for liking video 1 and choosing to visit this page. Now then, you're most likely visiting because you're looking for ways to earn extra income online. So what I'm about to reveal will be of real benefit to you because you're about to find out how to make real money online, tangible wealth. Now, what I want to show you is a time-tested and proven process that anyone can master, regardless of age, experience, or education, and use it to create passive online income streams. I like to call it the perfect passive income formula. Now, why would I call it that, you might be thinking? Because if you're willing to learn and put in some time and effort, your reward will be steady, ever-growing streams of online income that just keep flowing way into the future with very little extra effort once they're set up. It's passive income. Now, remember what we discussed in the first video, that there's actually a process to creating an online income stream, right? However, there's also a big problem when you're starting out. It's just too easy to get distracted and overloaded with info, so much so that you end up going round and round in circles and never achieving the goal and purpose that you first set out to do. So my question to you is this: why struggle trying to reinvent the wheel? Why try to figure it all out yourself? You see, the secrets to online success have already been discovered and they're being used today to build massive online wealth for anyone who knows how. So here's the solution. Instead of struggling away trying to do it all yourself, just find a proven formula that works, then copy it and use that exact same formula to create your own streams of online income. And that's what I'm about to give you right now, a proven formula that you can copy and use to get started today. So if you want to know more, then let's take a look at the 5 steps to creating passive online income. Okay, the very first step is that you need to find a profitable niche. Now, I hear you asking, well, what's a niche? Okay, let me describe it. First of all, you need to understand a market. So let's take a look at a huge market, which is the music market, okay? Now, within that music market, there are all different types of music. There's reggae, rock and roll, pop, country, folk music, there's electronic dance music, there's jazz music, there's rhythm and blues, hip hop. I mean, there are many different segments of the music market, right? Well, each one of those segments is what's called a niche, and you can drill right down even further. You know, you might say rock and roll music is a niche, and then you might look further into that rock and roll music and look at Led Zeppelin, for instance. You might have a keen interest in Led Zeppelin, or the market that you're targeting might be people who have an interest in Led Zeppelin music. So that's a sub-niche, okay? That's another category of a niche within a niche. Now, the reason we want to find a profitable niche is we want to find a niche where people are actually spending money, where they're active, where they're passionate, where they are discussing online. They might be visiting forums, they might be talking to friends via social networking. There's a whole lot of activity going on around this niche. Now, where there's a lot of activity, you can guarantee people will ultimately be spending money, and it's very profitable. So I guess the next question is, how do I know if it's a profitable niche? Well, the thing I'd like to share with you here is what I call the 3 evergreen markets. Now, these are absolute monsters of markets, 3 that just will never fade out. And within each of these markets, they are divided into many different niches, which we'll go through in a minute. And every one of these niches is highly profitable. So let's have a look at the 3 evergreen markets. The first one is health, then there's wealth, and the third one is lifestyle. Now, niches that are within the health market. So the health market, like I just described to you with the music market, the health market is a monster. And within the health market, there's all these different niches, okay? As you can see, diet, weight loss. I mean, how many people spend money on weight loss? How many people are searching for the keyword phrase weight loss and all the other associated keyword terms that go with that every single day. Millions of people. Same with diet, same with fitness, same with aerobics and muscle building. Every one of these niches within the health market are highly profitable, and you can drill down and find extremely profitable niches within these niches. Okay, so there's a few niches in the health market. Next, let's have a look at the wealth market. Once again, full of highly profitable niches, and these are just a few, folks. I mean, there are many different niches that I won't cover here, but this is to give you an example. But you know, look at the top one there, working from home. That's exactly what we're discussing right now. Now, you can drill down into that working from home market and find all sorts of different niches within that niche. Okay, so yeah, there's just a few that are within the wealth market. Here's some niches in the lifestyle market. Okay, you know, people are always wanting to know and find out information and spend money on all these niches. Crafts and hobbies, I mean, people spend gazillions of dollars. Same with computers and gaming. These are huge niches within a market that that I know are profitable. And the reason I can tell you that is because I've researched many of these niches for myself, and I'm actually actively working in them, and I know that they are very profitable. So when it comes to choosing a profitable niche, I guess the first way you'd start off is target niches that you find interesting, or that you're passionate about, or that you've got that you're really active in, or that you've got some knowledge in, because that gives you a good kickstart. That doesn't mean to say you can't target niches that you don't know anything about. It's just that when you're getting started out, it's always better, I guess, to have a bit of knowledge or a bit of an interest in it. Okay? Then the next thing that we're going to do, once we've picked a niche and we know that once we've picked a niche, we're then going to do some research and find out, is there money being spent within that niche, by researching what I call the main keywords. Okay, so let's have a look at the niche that we're looking at right now, which is the work from home niche. So if I went to the Google Keyword Tool, which is a free researching tool you can get online, and I'll show you a bit more about that later on. Let's say that we went to the Google Keyword Tool and we typed in the keyword phrase work from home. Okay, now the Google Keyword Tool will show you that there are probably, I can't remember exactly, but for the keyword phrase work from home, I think there are in the vicinity of 2 million searches per month. 2 million searches per month. 2 million people are typing that keyword phrase in every month, and that's just one derivative of working from home. You know, you could have earn from home you could have work from home online, you could have working from home, you could have earning from home, you could have ways to make money from home. There are many different types of keywords, but what we firstly want to do is check out the main keyword, which, like I said, is work from home. If that has got a huge amount of search volume, that's fantastic. We know that there's money being spent within that market. Then what we're going to do is we're not going to target those main keywords, because they have massive amounts of competition, and it's very hard to get your site exposed targeting those keywords. You can do it, but it takes a long time. Instead, what we're going to do is we're going to then start researching that niche, looking for high traffic, low competition, long tail keywords. Now, what does that all mean? Okay, these are keywords that have less search volume, but they also have a lot less competition, and yet they are still quite profitable. So if I took the keyword phrase, so let's stick with the work from home market, if I took the keyword phrase work and earn from home online, if I type that in to the Google Keyword Tool, you would find that there's probably still a very healthy amount of search volume for that particular keyword term per month. In fact, I would guess it's probably around 12 to 14,000 searches per month. But you'll also find that there are a lot less people competing for that particular keyword term. So that's what a long tail keyword is. It's just a longer search phrase with a bit less search volume, but also a lot less competition. Now, once we've done some research and we've found these long tail keywords, that's when we move on to the next step, and that is that we're going to build a website based around your niche keywords, these long tail keywords that we've researched. Okay, so that brings us to step number 2. We're going to create a one-page website. Now, for all of you without tech skill who I can hear thinking, oh, I don't have any technical knowledge, look, don't worry. You see, when I started out, I had absolutely zero web knowledge, and yet within a month I could build a site very similar to the one that you're visiting right now. Okay, it only took me a month to really get in and pick it up. Now, admittedly, I worked hard at it and I really got stuck into it, but you know, I could build a website within a month. And like I said earlier, there is a learning curve to this, you know, but anything that is worthwhile does have a learning curve. And the reality is, this is not hard to learn. Anybody can do this, folks. And I'll introduce you to a course called the 12-Week Marketer course by a friend of mine, Chris Farrell. He teaches you absolutely everything that you need to know, plus all the little in-between. So, you know, you can quickly learn how to build a website. So that's the second step. We're going to create a one-page website. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we need visitors. We need traffic coming to that website. We need our website exposed so that we get people coming in who are searching for the terms that we have researched in our profitable niche stage, right? Now, traffic is a whole course within itself, and I'm not going to go into it here. What I will tell you is that there are some very easy and quick ways of getting traffic visiting your website. And once you get traffic visiting your website, that then allows you to do the fourth step in the process, and that is build a list. Now, what do I mean by building a list? Well, let me just take you through this. Your website has just one purpose, and it's not to sell anything, but rather to capture leads. Now, I can hear what you're thinking. I thought exactly the same when I first heard this. What do you mean not to sell anything? What do you mean to capture leads? Well, you want to capture people's information, because once you build a list and capture people's information, that will be the very backbone, the foundation of how you create passive online income. See, you're going to create something of massive value to the visitors that you're getting to your website, and then you're going to give it away to them for free. But in return, they will give you their name and email. See, what we're creating is called an opt-in page, or it's called a squeeze page, or a capture page. And its sole purpose is to build your list. So when someone comes to your site, you've got some valuable information that gives them real value. So they are searching online, let's say, for some information about how to get started making money online. A bit similar to what you're doing right here, actually. And I've got some really valuable information that will help you to get started, okay? So I'm willing to give you that information absolutely free. All I want in return is that you give me your name and email address, so you opt in to or become one of my subscribers, okay? Now, what I then do is then I will then start sending you well, firstly, I'll give you what it is I promised. You know, I might have been offering you a free ebook or some free training videos, which are of real value to you because that helps you to get started. And then over a period of time, I'm going to start sending you some other information that will also help you on your journey. And it helps you to get a grasp on how to build your own income streams online, okay? So can you see what I'm doing here? I'm actually giving you really valuable information. So why would I do that? Well, what happens is when I build a list and I start making contact with you and sending you this valuable information that is of real benefit to you, it builds trust, and it builds credibility, and it puts me or you, who, you know, when you're building your site, puts you in a very strong position as being seen as the expert, okay, and what it is your visitors are seeking. So, you know, as I offer you more information that helps you on your journey, that gives me credibility, doesn't it? It makes you start to trust me. It makes you feel that, yeah, this guy has a genuine interest in my well-being, okay? He's not just out there trying to do some sort of pitch, and that's exactly what we want to do. What we want to do is to build a list by adding value to the people who visit our site. So we offer them something absolutely free that is of real benefit to them, and by doing that we build credibility. And once we start building credibility, then we move to the last step. It's then, once we've got real credibility with people that are on our list, we can then start promoting related products to our list. Now, we promote these products by, well, there are a number of ways we can promote products to them. The very best way is through what I call affiliate marketing, and I'm not going to go into that in depth here, but to say that you can actually promote other people's products that are relevant to your list, to what they are interested in, and as you make a sale, you are paid a commission. Now, it's a very simple thing to do, but like I said, I won't go into that in detail here. More, I just want to take you through the 5 steps. So there right in front of you, folks, is the 5 key steps to building a profitable, passive online income stream. We're going to find a profitable niche. We're going to create a one-page website. We're then going to drive traffic to that website. From that, we'll build a list which will add value to our list, and we'll build credibility. Once we've won those people over and won their trust, we can then start promoting some related products to our list. We also keep adding to them some really valuable information as well, but we can, you know, we can promote products along the way as well. Okay? Now, the reason I say that is why we have to build credibility is because people will only buy from people that they trust, right? So that takes us back to why do we wait so long? So going back here, why do we wait so long to start promoting our related products to our list? Because people buy only from other people that they trust. Once you gain their trust of your subscribers by offering them great value, like I said before, you're perceived as the expert and they are willing to listen to what you have to say. Then promoting and selling related products to them becomes very easy because they trust that what you're offering is of real value to them. Okay? Once you achieve this, that's when you'll find that cash will just start flowing into your bank account passively on autopilot, because you've already set up your system. You've already set the wheels in motion. Guys and girls, these things that I'm telling you, you only do this once. You set it up once, you get traffic flowing to your site, and it's just a residual income stream. And this is, without a doubt, the single most successful and time-tested online wealth formula ever. Now, I'm not saying it's the only one. What I'm saying is that this is especially successful when you're just starting out, because there's virtually no cost to it. You can get going really easily, and it works. It works. But don't just take my word for it, because I'd like to send you some free training and living proof from my friend Chris. Now, he used this exact same formula when he got started online, and within 6 months of starting, he was making $250 a day every day, 7 days a week. So let's do the math there. That's about $1,750 a week he was making. And he was making that week after week after week after week within 6 months. Then, just 6 months later, he launched his version of, the perfect passive income formula. He named it something else, which you'll get to see later. But within 6 months, he launched that, and he made $1 million worth of sales in just 24 hours. Absolutely incredible. And he'd done it all doing exactly what I've just shown you here. So he knows what he's talking about, right? So how would you like to watch living proof and get Chris's free video training. It's really simple. If you want to get your hands on it, all you need to do is click the link below or beside this video, then fill out your name and email in the page that loads. Hit the yes I want to make money online button, and that's it. You're all done. All you need to then do is just check your email, and in that first email you're going to receive the first of 5 training videos plus Chris's very own story of how he went from a complete newbie with 0 experience, just like me, to a millionaire within 12 short months using the perfect passive income formula. Plus, you'll receive 5 days of free training on how to get started building your very own online passive income streams. Now, look guys, to get started, it's going to cost you nothing. There are no strings attached. All I ask is that you give me your name and email. See, I practice what I preach. Give me your name and email. I'll give you some fantastic free training that will kickstart you and show you how Chris done it himself and how he can teach you to do exactly the same. So if you like it, just click the link, fill out your details, then hit yes, and you'll be directed to the page so you can get started right away. Hey, look, thanks so much for visiting. I really look forward to sharing more with you in the future. My name's Jim Abernethy. It's been a real pleasure being with you here. Thanks so much again.